Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up. They were chopping. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I had to do that, man. I don't even know what I did. I was looking through my closet, and way back in the back, I run across this, and I haven't had this on in 30, I don't know how many years. And you see the black belt? You see how frayed it is? That was the thing that karate people did. They wore their belt until it was falling apart. They wouldn't change it. And this video doesn't have any really meaning to it, except at 115 pounds, I put this on, and I felt like I wanted to fight again, compete. It was like it was yesterday, but I know in my heart I couldn't do it. But something, when I put it on, it was like, I don't know, like it was yesterday. My goal, I got my black belt in my mid-40s. My goal was just to get the black belt and compete. I had to compete. That was important. And first of all, I had to find something to do. And I didn't know what, but I was restless, and I needed to find anything. I had no idea what. I just drove around. I thought, man, I have got to find something to put fire in me. And I passed this karate school. And I knew the second I walked in, that was it. That was exactly what I wanted, what I needed. They had everything mapped out, step by step. You got your white belt, then you got a yellow tip, you got so much stuff you got to go through, and then you get a yellow tip, then you get your yellow belt, you take a test, then you get a green tip, which is just green tape. Then you get your green belt, and you get the idea. And I achieved my black belt in a very short amount of time. And my very first competition in forms, not fighting, because they won't let you fight as a white belt. But I'll never forget it. It was held at Princeton High School. And there was all kinds of people there. And there was probably a dozen competitors that I was competing against. And I think there was only 2 white belts. The rest of them were higher, been in 2 years, and this was my very first competition, and I had a white belt. So nobody paid me any attention whatsoever, because I only knew one form. That's the only thing I knew, and that was the very basic form that you learn when you start karate. These other guys knew all these, you know, different, more complicated moves and everything. But I won. And I cried. That's what a wimp I am. I cried actually on the way home. I cried. I was so happy because my life up until then, you know, kind of looked at myself as a loser, kinda, you know, or not kinda, a lot, really, because I took a lot of wrong paths and stuff, and I wanted to do good at something, and that little trophy, man, meant so much to me. And then from then on, it was like I was in another world. When I walked in the studio, I was dead serious. And I didn't like fighting. I had butterflies in my stomach. Every competition, man. I'd drive out of state and meet people and compete against people that you didn't know, and you know, were great athletes. And I'm in my mid-40s, and these guys were in their mid-30s, and that's a big difference, really. But I was beating them, and it gave me a lot of self-esteem. And I was going to quit at black belt, but once I got my black belt, I started instructing, and I instructed the adult classes, but I also instructed the younger class. And oh my God, you know, a Karate Kid movie would come out or something like that, and here they come, man. You know, the bandanas, the whole bit, wax on, wax off, you know. And then they found out that it was not that easy. And that's one of the reasons, really, I left, is because I was being pushed to sign these kids up for a year. And I knew in my heart that they weren't going to last the month. And I'm not going to lie to these parents. And he found out that I was telling them, don't sign them up for a year. Sign them up for 3 months, you know. So the video really doesn't have a whole lot of meaning, but then again, it has all the meaning in the world. Because when I opened the closet up, and I just had never noticed it back there all these years, and there it was. And when I put it on, the crease, I don't know, you can't see it, but the crease is like I had it on yesterday. And the memories of these kids, because I can remember, you know, working with their self-confidence and their respect and their character. It gave me a sense of self-respect and character. And so it's kind of a meaningless video, and but it means a lot to me. And I'll leave you with one of my favorite songs.